EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them. It
is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Mahomes firing complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He finds McKinnon complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try with McKinnon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Off the play fake, Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Love. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Love able to find Higgins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On play action, Love to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Van Bell. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's got it. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down, McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Byron Pringle there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Love to pass. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Being chased out left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, 32 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally stop him with a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Love. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there just before halftime.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Bengals drive about to get going. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree because they know.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Love. Airing one out for Boyd. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Love looking to throw it. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Love, they go play action now. On the move to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On 3rd down, Mixon, and he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking a 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Here's Love. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Hill on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 31, Love. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Love's throw into the hands of Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Love. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated down. Nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's second and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means our offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Back to Mixon on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Love. Complete to Boyd.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
On first down, Mixon, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now Love. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds with the first down, and 13 seconds left to go.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Mahomes steps away, and now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
I can't believe I missed that.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think
that he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And
well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
1st down, Love to pass. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action this time with Love. Out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Frank Clark able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He completes it to Boyd. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. With Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yeah, a couple of the more memorable ones for sure. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
And the Chiefs are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Off the play fake, Love.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On play action. Love to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Love throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl.
The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl as we say thank you for watching and good night.